Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle here. We're in this battle of... They have about 500 men sieging a castle. We have about 1,000 men attacking them here. We're obviously reinforcing our army. I did go ahead and retreat our men. I just don't see the point in us really attacking them with 12 men. We're just going to end up losing a bunch of men. So I thought I might as well just go ahead and attack them myself. Try and get as much loot as possible. Plus, obviously, just have a nice battle here. But obviously, we're going to need to just try and wipe out the Sturgians here. Shouldn't be too hard, considering we outnumber them 2-1, but at the same time, they do look decently powerful. As you can see by them having half our numbers, and you can see the balance bar is not completely in our favour. Ooh. Does look like they've got pretty elite men. We probably do as well. We're just waiting for our men to advance here. That's why I started a little bit through the battle. But obviously, we need them to just fully advance. Sadly, they're actually retreating back, so it's going to take even longer. I'll be back once we're actually, like, near their front lines, finally. So, I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see. We've just killed a lord. I felt there was only a few cavalry, but I've just realised that full infantry line is now charging us. So, hopefully we can hold out here. Does look like we're doing a terrible formation for our men, just scatter them out. Does look like the enemy's also doing the same, so it's not as bad. The best option is just to charge one section of their infantry and get them killed. Doesn't look like we're doing that. We are getting a few kills. I've only got one. But we're getting a few kills here and there. Or we're at least getting enough damage to give a free kill to a troop. Obviously, we need to get at least, like... Well, we need 5 kills for 1% of the loot. If we get less than 5 kills, then we're not getting any loot at all. I don't think. Yeah, we just need to hopefully crush them here. We do obviously need to be very careful, because I've just took a lot of damage in within 2 seconds there. Yeah, we lost 90 men, they lost 100, which means we're definitely getting advantage here. We are taking more and more losses, but it's not terrible, because they're taking more losses than us. And if they're taking more losses than us, then that means they're going to die first. Yeah, the cavalry does look like it's getting a lot of damage, because obviously their cavalry's being wiped out, I think. Oh no, they've still got 25 cavalry. I thought their cavalry had been wiped out. Yeah, obviously, like I said, there's not really much we can do in this battle without losing most of our force, and I'm not willing to lose most of our force in a battle we're going to get maybe 2 grand from or something. Our army's probably worth about 4 grand. So it's not really worth using our army to get a percentage of this when we can attack a lord that's like 50 or something and get like 10 grand from him, and we won't lose that many men. When in this, we'll probably take 20 casualties and gain like 2 grand extra than if I just attacked. So I don't think it's really worth it, but obviously I'm getting a decent chunk of damage, so even if I'm not getting kills, I'm still helping out a decent chunk of the battle. I've made quite a few archers, 1 or 2 shot. Ooh, I am probably about to go down. Yeah, I went down there. So we're obviously going to see what happens. It should just be a dominant victory here. I don't know why my frames are so bad. Yeah, I've got no clue why my frames are this terrible. Yeah, my frames are just dying for some reason. But we should just be able to crush them here. Hopefully in later in this episode my frames aren't dying this bad. I don't know why they are. There's only 400 men on the battlefield. 400 men is a decent chunk, but my frames are just dying right now. Yeah, it looks like we're just chasing them kind of off the map here. Yeah, we're just chasing them down this hill. We are taking a lot of losses, but we're dealing a lot more. Yeah, we've got an extra 40 kills. We've just got a decent chunk more numbers in them, especially with that massive kill spree. We've got absolutely dominating numbers now. We're actually all the way back here now. I kind of forget every time you can spectate the enemy troops. Yeah, we're just going to sweep up the rest of their men. And that's the victory. Hopefully, my game isn't as glitchy as that in the next battles, obviously. If it is, then I'm not really too sure what I can do about it. We did get a decent chunk of loot from that, I think. We are at £909. And we're paying 300 a day. We've got a caravan. And we just got influence for that, which is good. If we could attack that with a load of 130, we could take that. If we get the 130 reinforcements, yeah, we can take this. That's not too bad. We should be able to win this. Plus, we can probably get a decent chunk of loot, considering, yeah, we have 50 men on the battlefield currently, which is most of our force, if not all of it. No, that's all of our force on the battlefield. Yeah, it looks like it's up to numbers. It might be. That might be why my frames are low. That might be why my frames are low. Because normally, I've just realized, normally we only get like 200 men on the battlefield at this size. But we got every single one on the battlefield. We got all 300. So it looks like they might have upped the size of troops on the battlefield for PlayStation. Which can make the battles a lot more fun now. Having a lot more men to command. We could do with obviously getting quite a few kills myself here. Also just getting our men to get a lot of kills would be nice. Where are our men? It looks like they've just thrown their men a lot further forward than we have. Yeah, they've committed their men a lot further forward than we did. There, we should just be able to crush them. I'm going to shield wall just so they're all together. We're going to get them all together in charge. We do have very weak infantry. Archers are pretty powerful. Infantry's, as you can tell, very weak. Battanian volunteers and stuff. Last battle, we probably should have just charged the infantry and retreated the archers, honestly. If the archer, I didn't know the infantry was this bad though. The infantry is extremely bad. As long as the archers are in range at most times, we should just be able to get quite a few kills from archers. Oh, I actually went down real quick. I kind of forgot I was at 40% HP. Yeah, that's the victory here. We didn't get too many kills. We only got 20. But that's about 25% of the loot. I think we got a little bit extra. I think being a player, you get a little bit extra. I think we're just going to free. We might as well get the... obviously, a little bit of a relation that will give me. I'm not actually sure what we're going to upgrade these to. Yeah, so we want to upgrade them all the way this way. So, obviously, I'll be back once we've got some more action or something, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. I said we'd be back with some action, but we're actually just back anyway. I think we're going to head back over and try and raid some more villages here, maybe get a bit more upgrades for my troops. But we're now at 8 grand almost, which is pretty good, especially with me making a tiny bit of daily money with my, obviously, caravan. So, we're obviously not doing too bad here. We have got decently weak men, but obviously raiding is going to strengthen our men a decent chunk. Who's sieging that? The north. Yeah, so it looks like Britannia is getting shredded from 2 sides, 2 different empires. We should be able to raid a few different villages. We've obviously got 29 defenders there. We shouldn't take many losses. We could maybe take 2 losses per village or something like that. Yeah, we're missing, I'm assuming, cavalry. Not horse archers, cavalry. Yeah, we have 1 cavalry troop.
Infantry! Move!
Where are the men? It might actually be not a bad idea to just shield wall push them with some obviously archer support in the back, because we've got some strong archers. Our archers is our main strength. I think the cavalry, we're just gonna sit there. I think we're gonna actually hold fire. We're just gonna charge the infantry. We're gonna let the infantry get some kills just so they can get a bit more levels. Because the archers have done their job. They've weakened them down. So I think it's worth letting the infantry just get some kills here. Level them up. Because the infantry's really, really weak. Like tier 2s, tier 1s, maybe some tier 3s. I'm not too sure about the tier 3 part though. But the Fiend champion, we've got some Fiend champions, Battanian Fiends. We've got some very strong archers. And pretty weak infantry. So I think it's just worth letting the infantry level up a bit more. Yeah, how many Fiend champions have we got? We've got 9 Fiend champions. And we've got a lot of volunteers and stuff. We'll take the prisoners, but if we need to drop them, we will definitely drop them. But obviously, if we just continue to raid here, hopefully without getting caught by a party or something. Because we're not extremely slow here. In a forest, we kind of are. Ooh, could we take that? They have 12 strong infantry. I think we can take that, honestly.
Hold there.
Yeah, 63 against 76. They have a little bit of an advantage, but we technically are defenders, I think. Yeah, defenders. How many cavalry? They only have 8 cavalry. They have no archers. Yeah, they have no archers. We can just sit back with Fiend champions, unless that's prisoners. No troops, infantry, cavalry. Yeah, they have no archers. We can just sit back with our archers, destroy them, and then just clean up what's left with the infantry. Our infantry is extremely weak, though. Their infantry looks like it would absolutely demolish through ours. Their infantry looks like it would crush ours very easily, so we do need to be careful with that. Where's the best position to, like, set up a nice... Probably, like, right here. Gives us, like, a clear line of sight on them. We're gonna have to wait a minute for them to push. But if it gives us a massive advantage of archer fire... Yeah, all those archers are basically... Yeah, we're gonna move both units a bit forward. We're gonna shield wall them. We're gonna move me back, obviously. And we're gonna move the cavalry just up there, really. There's nothing we can really do with them. If the archers can just rain down fire on them, that would be beautiful. We might actually want to set them up over here. So they have a clear line of sight the full time. We can move the cavalry unit there. They've got 72 men in total. Oh no, they've got 76. I don't know where the extra 4 came from. Because that's... Oh, there. They've got 3 there. And then their lord. So that makes sense. They've got 7 cavalry in their lord. And then they've got a massive force of infantry. We're going to have to hope we can bow those infantry down. The good thing is we're the only ones shooting. We're the only ones shooting, which is obviously going to be amazing. Obviously they've got their lord they're shooting, but if I can take the lord down, or even get the infantry to turn around to attack me. I don't know why this sword's just only dealing 6 damage. We need to hold out. Our infantry needs to hold. Doesn't look like they've got the greatest infantry either, but they have better infantry than us. A lot better infantry than us. Which might mean we get crushed. How many men have we taken down? 37. This is very close. We're gonna have to charge the cavalry. We're gonna get them to move over here. While I'm just picking them off here. We might actually just have to get the archers to charge. Hopefully outnumber them enough. Yeah, what we're currently doing is not working because we're just getting picked off. We are getting more kills than deaths. but we're getting slightly picked off. So I think charging the Fiend Champions, that worked beautifully. That worked absolutely beautifully here. We took 18 losses. Did we take any Fiend Champion loss? We didn't take a single Fiend Champion loss. Not a single one of the Fiend Champions fell. We'll just keep them on charge, actually. We're going to get the cavalryman on me because I don't want him to get picked off in a 2v1. Yeah, but now it's a 2v1 against the last unit. That was a nice battle. We managed to hold that hill quite nicely. We could have definitely lost that. But now we've got 26 archers and 2 cavalry chasing down 1 cavalry. They should be able to hit him a few times. That was definitely beautiful here. The Fiend Champions really did come in clutch. We just need to catch this last guy and kill him. Ooh, would have been nice power. Cavalry. Call that. Yeah, he's finally went down. That was definitely a hard fight, but we won it. And now we can just go ahead and free him, because I don't think we want to take him as a prisoner. We've just got a decent chunk of loot. We did just lose quite a few of our men. Which means, obviously, I think we're going to want to head back into Patanian lands, or at least safe-ish lands, with all of our riches here. It does look like they were sieging Flinktog, but no, they're sieging Varcheg. What's our renown at? We need to get another 54 renown before they siege Varcheg. Because if we can pledge ourselves before they give away Varcheg, then we'll most likely get it. Ooh. If Roland went out of there, he could have maybe took us. We do have 10 Fiend Champions. Maybe more at this point. How many Fiend? Yeah, we have 12 Fiend Champions. So we're not easily killed. We're definitely not easily killed, but that guy definitely could have took us. I'm going to do that, actually, and we're just going to return most of the grain. Is there anything better for us? We're definitely looking a lot better now. In terms of money and stuff. Obviously, like, the first episode was decently rough. But now that we're actually getting some good amounts of loot, that's 15 grand here. I don't think we particularly want to hire anybody that's not Patanian Companion yet. But we're just going to quickly recruit some men, and then we can head back in, raid a bunch of villages, hopefully get enough renown. We've got a lot of different things that we need to upgrade here. I think Charm's going to spike super high soon. I think we also want a point in tactics. And I'm going to quickly sort all the perks, and then I'll be back once we're doing something, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We've got a beautiful position here. I doubt they're going to charge us. But we've got a beautiful position here on a bridge. They're definitely not going to charge us, so we definitely can't use it. But this is Roland. He obviously recruited up men. He's got pretty weak force, and we're just going to attack him again. If we can take him prisoner for a second time, that's going to be very nice for us. And obviously, if we take him prisoner, that's going to give us a lot more renown and money and stuff. There's also another lord across the water with 40 men, which obviously dealing with 40 men is going to be quite good. It's definitely going to be quite good, dealing with 40 men.
Infantry! Cavalry forward!
We're going to actually retreat the cavalry, man. I kind of forgot we have cavalry, which then means they're going to get ahead of all the men and just get shot by the archers. Kind of like I'm getting myself with. We are a while away from actually meeting their lines. But if we can just shoot them a little bit. I could also do with getting a second quiver and a two-handed weapon. But I'm not too sure if Valandia hands me a two-handed sword if I pledge myself to them. So I'm not too sure it's worth buying a two-handed sword yet. If they don't give me a two-handed sword, then I'm just going to buy one. Because I know Britannia sells pretty good two-handed swords. They're still pretty good two-handed swords. I used one in a previous campaign. It wasn't too bad. I can't remember what we were in. I think we might have been in Empire. But we need to go ahead and obviously just crush these guys. It shouldn't be too hard considering they only have 8 archers. We have 34. Once we actually get set up, our archers are going to be dealing a lot more damage to their lines than theirs will be doing to ours. They do have more shields, so they can block more of our incoming archers. Well, our incoming shots, but we can still just sit on a hill. They've give us a better position. We should be able to just shred them now. Some of the archers aren't in range, some of the weaker archers aren't in range. Obviously, they don't have the skill to be in range. Yeah, it does look like they're just going to run, which isn't great for us. It's also pretty stupid for them. Because they run across this bridge, if they want to attack us after that, they're going to have to charge past the bridge, which is just going to leave them in a terrible position. And if they just sit on the opposite side of that water here, we can just set up our archers there, hold the bridge. And that's not going to be beneficial for them. I only managed to get 1 damage on him. That's not good at all.
Wheel to enemy! Forward!
We're going to get our archers just set up there. We're going to get our men moving. Ooh, it looks like he might be trying to take the bridge back.
Horsemen forward!
They will take some losses trying to take the bridge. But not as many as if we held the bridge.
Archers forward! Forward!
We're going to move our archers back. We're going to shield wall our infantry there. Yeah, it looks like they just wanted to charge our archers, but now the infantry is actually there. They're scared.
Attack!
We're just going to charge the infantry. Because if they're just going to walk back and forth here, then we can just sit here and kill them. Our archers will obviously do a beautiful job of shooting them.
Move! Forward! Move!
Hopefully they retreat a little bit here, because otherwise we're going to kind of get swarmed a little bit. Especially without archer support, this is not going to be amazing for us. Yeah, it looks like half their men are actually charging our archers. I don't know why they're being so stupid. They're just charging our archers straight.
Archers forward!
I guess they wanted that formation or something. Yeah, they're just charging our archers. Which kind of just means we're just getting free kills on the back of them. Yeah, they keep stopping, deciding whether they want to sit, and then they're charging.
Move!
We're just going to set our archers up there. Let our archers just unleash arrows on them, then just retreat them back. Then they're going to turn around and attack our infantry like idiots. Then we're just going to set our men there. Shoot them. This is working very beautifully because they have no clue what they're doing. They don't know whether they want to charge our archers or attack our infantry. And we're just retreating our archers. Then when they stop attacking our archers, we just turn our archers around and shoot them. And they're getting hit in the back by 5 men, which they're not supporting. This is going beautifully here. Yeah, we just need to continue to retreat our men back. I think if we can set up the bulk of the archers, even with the rest of them attacking us, we should be fine. Yeah, we did just lose a Britannian Fiend champion completely. Yeah, it looks like the rest of them are really falling. We've lost all of our infantry now, but they've got 5 men charging 30 archers. We did lose 16 men this time, which is not good. Does actually look like they've got slightly more elite men than before. Our cavalry just took one of them down. I think we can kind of peel the cavalry off here, because one cavalry really isn't going to do too much, even though there is 2 of them. Yeah, we can just end them like that. That's obviously quite good for us here. We just wiped out Roland again, and we can get more relation with his clan, plus more, obviously, charm. We've also got 27 upgrades. We've got another cavalryman. or we upgraded them. I'm not too sure which one. We definitely do need some more Sturgian recruits though, because we need to be able to get some more horsemen. Yeah, that lord could maybe take us now. But we head back here. We've got quite a few men. We could attack them. Yeah, we can attack them for recruits. We should be able to take this. That's going to be a decent chunk of war renown. Like I said, if we can pledge ourselves to the king before that town gets taken, we're going to be in a very nice position. We do only have 2 infantrymen currently though, so we cannot hold off their men if they...
Cavalry!
I think it's honestly worth retreating our men. Retreating those 3 men. They're not going to do anything in this battle. They're just going to get themselves killed. They're really not going to do anything in this battle.
Move! Move!
How...
Loose formation!
We should be able to get here just before they meet us.
Forward! Move! Move!
At the same time, we are slightly lighter than they are. Because we're obviously archers. Yeah, it does look like they're a decent chunk further away than we are. I'm not sure if they'll even charge it. We do only have archers, obviously. If we can stall them a little bit more, that would be quite nice. If we can stall them and maybe kill a few of them. Or even damage them, good. Yeah, that's decent. Because all we need is our archers set up. Then we can get some decent damage on them. We might even, still with our strength of the archers, we might be able to honestly take them in a close quarter fight. Especially the more of them we kill now. Right now it will be an even fight. Like even numbers, I'm meaning. Nowhere near even fight. We're dominating easy. But we should be able to take them close range in a second here. Yeah, with 9 of them left, we can definitely just take them close range. Even though half of them have spears. Yeah, they've only got 1 troop left. We just clean sweep them with 0 losses. That's pretty good. I think we're just going to free anything that is super low tier. I don't think it's really worth taking a bunch of low tier prisoners. And then we can go over this way. He actually wants to take me in a fight. It's even. Ooh, that's actually good for us. He has a lot of archers. We have a lot of archers. But obviously our archers are going to be a decent chunk better than his. So the Fiend Champion should be able to pull this win. We do have barely any infantry though. Healed up, I'm meaning. Yeah, we have 15 infantry and 2 cavalrymen. He has 19 infantry and 5 cavalrymen. Plus he has 1 horse archer, but I am a horse archer. I think he might be his. So it's not obviously going to go horrendously here. We do need to set up a decent position. Technically, I think we are defenders. But our infantry is not doing anything against theirs. Our infantry is doing absolutely nothing against theirs. Our best hope is to kill all of their infantry before their infantry meets our lines, because we've got 2 solid troops and the rest are just going to get killed with their archers. All of our infantry is basically guaranteed to die to their archers. Their infantry is potentially like 10 of those can make it to our lines. If I can just go behind them, shoot them in the back, even get some of them to turn around, that would be great. Yeah, we've lost most of our infantry already. Well, not most of our infantry, but we've lost quite a few of our infantry. We had 15 infantry, now we're down to 9. We've lost 6 infantry instantly. Yeah, the Fiend Champions are getting a few of their kills, plus they're more elite men, I think. But our infantry is going to struggle against some very strong men. Especially with how heavily armored they are. My sword's dealing 8 to 20 damage. Yeah, that's very beautiful though. We took down their infantry basically. They've got 2 infantry charging a bunch of Fiend Champions. They're not staying alive. Yeah, so we've got... Our 1 cavalry can help me kill their lord. What happened to their... Oh, their cavalry is actually... Oh no, it doesn't matter. Their cavalry is from range. I'm going to help my cavalry kill the lord. And the archers can deal with the other archers. Me and this cavalryman can deal with both of their cavalry. Then that's going to be another lord taken down, which is going to be a decent chunk more money, decent chunk more renown. If we can, by the end of this episode, if we can have Varchek, that's going to be a beautiful start here. Oh, I just got smacked in the back for a lot of damage. That's not good. Me and my cavalry might lose this fight, just for the fact that I took all my health and damage. Is he the last guy? Yeah, he is. Oh, I actually managed to live that battle. I'm probably like 1% HP or something. Obviously, I'm going to heal up. Yeah, I was literally 0 HP then, because I meant to heal up 30% HP after battle. That's very nice. We're walking away with 30 men though, which isn't great, because if there's like a 50 lord or something like that, they might be able to take us down. Yeah, luckily there's some recruits we can get here. I think we're just going to send troops for this one battle. We lost 8 men. We are over encumbered in prisoners now, which isn't great. But at the same time, we've just gained a lot of upgrades and stuff. How many archers? Fiend champions? We're walking away with 16 Fiend champions here, which is definitely not bad. Plus, we've got 58 men now. If we get some recruits... Yeah, we still need 25 renown before they take Varchek. And then we need to find the king. Oh, we're going to have to drop all prisoners. Then what else is slowing us down? Herding. Herding's not that much. Disorganized is 1.8. Forest, they're going to get... Yeah, we're luckily faster than them now. We can head up this way. Yeah, we're just fast enough to get... Oh, they're king. We might get caught here. No, we're going to be able to get away slightly. Very slightly, but we're getting away. That 60 men could definitely take us. We've got no more recruits here. They might actually lose that siege, in all honesty. There was like a 500-man army plus like 300 lords. They've got 800 men outside the gates. Well, not outside the gates, but waiting for us to siege. I think we're just going to wait in this town. Oh, we had to drop all the prisoners, didn't we? I was wondering what happened to all my prisoners that I was going to sell. We have gained some very nice loot, though. Some very, very nice loot. Yeah, we actually look like a Sturgian lord now. Well, actually, we're not quite a lord, obviously, but we're not too far off being a lord. Does look like that's made a little bit better, I think. Yeah, we can go ahead and see what we can sell. 26 grand is not too bad. What I do think we can buy, though... No, it's not here. I was going to say a noble bow. Oh, there is a noble bow, actually. We don't have enough skill. I think buying 2... We'll actually just buy 1 for now. Then we can take that money. How close is our bow skill? We're a decent chunk off, but also we're decently close as well. We do need to gain some skill, obviously. I think that's good. We can obviously do our perks here. I'll be back once we've actually got something to do, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and that army's absolutely cooked. They've got about 900 Sturgians killing them, plus they've obviously got 200 defenders, so they've got about 1,100 Sturgians attacking them right now. Can we maybe attack that 80? No, we can't. We can definitely... Oh, can we take the 110? 46 recruits.
Hold there.
I think this is very winnable here. 46 recruits. We can kill him. That's going to be great for us. Obviously, the more outnumbered we are, the better it is for renown. And obviously, we want to get to Clan Tier 2 ASAP here. Because if we win Varchek Siege, we want that as our town. We can obviously go ahead and fight this. And we're getting quite a lot of good battles here. We're getting quite a good amount of battles here. Doesn't look like we've been given a great spot here. I was thinking what to do. I think we might push back to this hill. I was considering what to do. I was thinking, should we push back to this hill? Obviously, the brightness isn't great here for this battle. The brightness definitely isn't great, but there's not really much I can do considering it's a night battle.
Forward! Forward! Infantry!
Yeah, I think getting our men like that, because they're obviously going to be pushing us,
Forward!
because they attacked us technically, even though I was going to attack them anyway. They attacked us. They have 46 recruits. Do they have any archers? They have 10 archers against 30 archers, but they do have 96. They do have like triple our infantry, but we have triple our archers. They do obviously have 3 cavalry plus their lord, so that's 4 cavalry. And we've got 2. But at the same time, sitting back here, they're kind of coming from the center here, which means our archers are a little bit
Forward!
messed up. Does that work? Sometimes you can't place them on hills.
Foot move!
Like, sometimes it just doesn't let you. They'll just stand around the hill. If they're like this, none of them are blocked, are they? Not all of them have perfect sight on them. All we can do now is shield wall a little bit more forward. Is there any way? Options. I'm gonna turn the brightness up a bit. It might make it a little bit more seeable. It made it a little bit more for me. I don't know if it did for you guys. I'm obviously going to turn the brightness down a little bit more after the end of this battle here. That might help a little bit, but obviously being a night battle isn't great. If we can pick off as many of these before they meet our lines as possible, it does look like they've got obviously mainly recruits and stuff. So our infantry line might be able to hold them a little bit. Obviously the longer our infantry hold out, the longer we can get kills. I need to just keep checking our infantry numbers. Oh. I'm going to make them hold position. We have no infantry left, basically. But at the same time, they've lost like 20 more men than us. And the infantry is not strong at all. Oh, our archers might actually get crushed a little bit here. I think we're just going to charge them here. Yeah, we've got 26 men in archers. They've got infantry though against archers, but the Fiend Champions are clutching up here. This is going to be one of our closest battles yet. Because we've outpowered them previously just by the sheer power of the Fiend Champions. It does look like they're retreating with their last 12 men, which is going to keep a lot of our men alive. We lost 25 men. We still haven't lost a single Fiend Champion. The Fiend Champions, 16 Fiend Champions got 50 kills. That's insane.
Attack!
Yeah, that's obviously a beautiful victory here. We lost basically all our infantry there. Yeah, 13 of our infantry sturdy recruits died there. They're making a last stand with 9 archers, but they're really not going to be able to do anything. Our Fiend Champions can see them easily. Like, that's some easy shots for the Fiend Champions, but that's some pretty hard shots for them. They should just be shooting me at this point, trying to kill the Lord. Well, I guess I'm a mercenary still, not a Lord. Yeah, we just need to kill the last 2 of them. Yeah, and that's a victory here. We did take 25 losses, but we also wiped out 110 men. So, that's obviously better for us. We can also take the prisoners, obviously. And that's pretty good for us, I would say. We've just gained a lot of recruits. We're also up to a party size of 70 here, which if we climb to Europe, we can almost get 100 men. Which 100 men is definitely going to be a good force to be walking about with here. That army is about to be crushed. There's nothing I can really do about it. But yeah, I'm probably going to make peace with Sturgius sometime soon. We're going to force them to give us recruits. We're going to obviously wipe them. And I think after wiping this, we're going to grab the recruits. We're going to end up the episode and we're going to start off the next episode. Obviously, I'm going to grab enough recruits. Why are our infantry over there and our archers here? It does look like it's going to be quite an easy battle here.
Forward! Move!
Just literally set up our infantry like that.
Cavalry!
Set up our archers like that and just wait for them. But like I was saying, I think we're going to end this episode after this. And I think obviously in between episodes, we're just going to obviously grab some recruits. Obviously we're going to level up any men we can. Then I think obviously we're going to head back over to Sturgian land, obviously. And we're just going to raid until we can pledge ourselves. Then we can try and take Varchek or something if we're still at war with the Sturgians that far in the future. They're actually not too far away now. They should be just about starting to get in range of the archers here. I think we're actually going to hold fire currently. They do outnumber us by 15 men, but they've got nowhere near as elite men. As you can see, the power balance is way in our favour. Plus, they're going to lose men before even getting a single casualty of ours. Yeah, our infantry that is left is our most elite infantry. Or at least they have shields. They have shields and one of them is definitely elite. Because one of them's a flaxman. Yeah, we're going to lose potentially our full infantry unit. But the longer the infantry unit holds out, we might not even lose a single. They're actually retreating before they even wiped our infantry unit out. Yeah, this is great. They've only got 2 left. Yeah, we wiped them pretty easily there. We gained obviously 3 renown, but 3 renown is not going to do anything. But like I said, we're going to take the most expensive prisoners. How many Fiend champions do we have by the end of this episode? 18 Fiend champions. We have a very elite cavalry unit. Obviously, it's only 1 unit, but it's still pretty elite. We do need a decent chunk more men. Yeah, we're going to get the rest. We're going to get 11 more archers here. Roland might try and fight us. We can probably take, like, really strong lords at this point in a fight. We did just obviously lose the siege. We could take an extra 3 men, then we're going to take the rest as archers. Yeah, it means we're going to have 40 archers, 30 infantry. That's not going to be too bad. We can't really get messed up too hard because we've got pretty elite 60 men. And obviously, I'll be back in the next episode. Actually, we're going to check our renown first. How much renown do we need? 5 renown. So, yeah, we can obviously just send troops. That's going to give us, like, 1 renown or something. Yeah, 1.3 renown. We just need to do that, like, twice more. Yeah, that's going to be very nice here. But, yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to quickly grab the last little bit of renown we need. Then we're going to end the episode. But, obviously, this has been a very nice episode here. We've obviously done a lot as a mercenary. We've gained a decent chunk of money here. We've got a pretty powerful personal party. We've got definitely weak infantry. I'm not going to pretend like we don't have weak infantry, because we really do. But we have pretty strong men overall, besides the infantry. Because all of our cavalry is elite. I know we only have 1, but still. And obviously we've got pretty elite the rest of the men. We need obviously 2 more renown here, which we might need to find. Oh, they're actually besieging Varcheg, so it's very vital we clanty Europe. It's very vital we clanty Europe, collect some extra men and talk to Dertha here. We can obviously sell all of that. That's 16 grand here. We're at 70 grand as a mercenary with a lot of money. All we need to do is attack really 1 village. We attack 1 more village and we'll be fine. Obviously, I normally try to end off the episode when I say I'm going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack. How strong is Roland actually? He's got some decent men. I'm not sure if we can actually take him. Oh, we can actually defend Nevishak. Are they defending? We're not going to do that. We're going to have to attack something first because we're not defending it with 70 men. We're definitely not going to be able to defend it with 70 men. Maybe with 120 or something like that, which we've got 70 men. If we climb to Europe, we're going to have a decent chunk more men. Did we already attack both of these villages? We might have attacked both of them. No, we didn't. So we can go ahead and I think I'm just going to send troops here. That's us clantied up. We're obviously going to have like 90 men. Yeah, 98 men. Plus, we can grab the rest of those recruits. That's where we're going to end this episode here. I think what we're going to do next episode, because obviously by the time we get back up there, we're going to have enough men. I'm going to head up. We're going to defend Nevushak at the start of the next episode, if we can make it in time. And then we're going to pledge ourselves to Durtha. We can obviously get some stuff done. I don't think he can take us. No, he just walked past us. So, those look like we're not going to make it to Nevushak. So, I'll be back once we're talking to Durtha. So, I'll see you then. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more. Thanks for watching. Peace.